I know it sounds crazy, a little paranoid maybe, but I don't think I could take it if you end up too good to be true. Cause you never see that pain leave, no. So this is how I gotta play it this time. Only way that I won't lose you is if I never make you mine. Oh,
Yo, what's good, y'all? You in the whip. You already know who it is. It's your boy, William Ryan. And I got the pleasure and the honor of actually sitting with and speaking to a amazing and extraordinary artist, producer, composer, song song placements galore. You already see the names that he's worked with. I honestly got the pleasure of speaking with Mike Harris, a artist, like I said, a composer, but more than anything, we got to actually sit and talk about R&B music, and I got to watch him cook up as well. And you are now in the whip. Peace. What's this one about?
So this one, so I did last Sunday, because when I tell you randomly, I randomly decided to start this thing called Couch Sessions.
Seen that.
Well,
I actually
yeah.
commented. I actually messaged you for that one too.
I literally just seen that. Like, I literally just, because I on TikTok, I don't be, so
I understand.
it be message requests. They don't just be an inbox. So nigga, but now so my little cousin Lindsay, she actually was the first one. She came in and so now, because the thing is, I'm limited on the production side, so it's like, because I ain't no musician or nothing, but I'm musical enough to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I had cut this acapella. So essentially, she came in here, she talked to me, you know what I'm saying? She told me some stuff. I asked her a question, like, what was your last situation from like falling out, essentially, like, and conversations happened, and she had mentioned something about essentially, which I got the whole conversation, but I gotta go. That editing process is gonna be. This is my first go around, because I'm just doing stuff at this point. I'm just posting stuff.
It's creative.
But, yeah,
It's content too. Like,
bro. So the song's called All Yours.
okay.
So what it's about, because she was talking about how she loved, like, she be with a person, she, like, especially at this point, 'cause she used to be married and everything. So it's like she's still trying to wrap her mind around the whole you're supposed to be with one person for the rest of your life thing. And so it's like she loves this person. She wants them in her life forever, but she can't find it in her to commit to the future, like to be just them.
To be fully committed.
Yeah. So I wrote a song called All Yours. So it's pretty much saying, it's like turn this down. It'll be hot in here, but
So it's gonna catch you. And if not, I can filter stuff out.
But so a song is like, if we could spend forever in a minute, then maybe I could put my all in it. All these faded moments I'm with you is probably the most I can give you. You start telling me your plans and I pull back, 'cause I know I'll be gone, but you don't, yeah. But a second, maybe more, that's all you had me for. Can't promise you eternity, babe, but my right now is all yours. So it's like that.
Shit, that's fire.
My nigga, appreciate it.
That's
man.
no, like. So let me ask you this, because you are an established artist, bro. You are an established artist as well as a writer. Vocal arrangement, bro. That's like I've heard bad vocal arrangement, and then I've heard great vocal arrangement. Yours is up there with great, but what I want to get to is, how do you find those arrangements, bro, for certain songs? Because me, I need a vocal arranger. I do. I already know it, but in understanding that, I still want to grasp and understand the concept of arranging certain vocals to a track, bro.
Honestly, when it comes, the first thing it is, because for me, like I said, I'm a writer first, so making sure that the lyrics is something, make sure the melodies is what they need to be, and through the progression of creating, like you kind of decide whether or not you want to change certain melody here and there, but you figure that out first. You figure out like that chord, that foundation, so you know what you're arranging around.
Copy.
So then past that, you decide, you listen to it and you decide what it needs. Like me, a lot of how I move, I remember years ago in the studio, somebody told me, man, you add everything that you hear in your head, because you can always take away. You know what I'm saying? You can always get every idea out, you can always pull it back, you can always scale it down. You know what I'm saying? Take out what don't need to be there. But as you listen to it, like me, I'll hear something as I'm recording and I'll try it. And I'm like, oh shoot, and then I'll, you know what I'm saying, it'll be there. Like in a second, you're gonna see me, I'm gonna bounce this down, because I'm gonna just, for what the video is, I don't need a whole lot of crazy production stuff, just getting the meat and potatoes of what she said translated to a song. So, but you'll see how, because I cut it acapella when I did it, when she was here. And I put little harmonies and stuff that I was hearing and all of that, and it's just something that you kind of could feel, like, especially if you got a vocal mind. I know that sounds like a weird phrase, but if you got a vocal mind, you kind of,
you can hear,
you can sense, you can kind of sense where it's like, where something could be.
Yep.
It's like, when you got a vocal mind, you listen to songs on the radio, and you be like, ooh, if they would put this harmony there, or like, ooh, it ain't taken away from what the song is, but it's like,
it's definitely adding to it, and you can hear it. You can hear what's missing and what's not, and you know what's missing. You don't quite know what exactly is missing.
Exactly.
But you know that there's something that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, or even if not missing, there's something that's why singers love being live, because they do different stuff that they didn't do in the main record. Or when you hear singers listening to a song, you hear them doing ad-libs that's not in the song, like just singing over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause niggas had a field day with that Folded record by Kaylani.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
because
it's like,
she left so much out there that like really killed people, bro.
And you know what's
that's
wild
why
about that?
When Mario jumped on
Absolutely.
that too.
Mario's my top 5 male vocalists of all time.
Ooh, okay,
Period.
okay.
Period. And but the crazy thing is, when I first heard the Folded record, when I got to that part, the ad-libs, I was already like, I sent it to my boy, I never forget, I took the timestamps, I was like, yo, go listen to 2 minutes and 50 seconds to 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Yo, listen to the ad-libs on that part. And funny enough, that's the part that became the Folded chapter. I was like, I be knowing, bro, like, it's like, bro.
There. You can tell.
My clothes, I have them folded, meet me at night. But like that part,
yes,
bro, because like that was a very Joe Thomas.
Yep.
Meet me at night, woo, bro. So it's like that, like vocal, so you can hear it. Like you can hear it. That's why she even did the unfolded. You know what I'm saying? The acapella version of that. Because people that love, and I know people say I'm too
R&B music,
bro.
Love R&B music. And those deep cuts cut deeper than the actual commercial.
Yeah, that's why if you noted there was a joint that I did. Let me see.
Let me get you in frame, bro.
Oh, okay.
Gotta get you in frame. You good? Hang back, bro. I was just gonna back it up a little bit so they can see.
But nah, the crazy thing is, like, because I live for that stuff. I even put. Because one of the people, and I've said it in videos before, and I'm proud and lucky enough to be able to call him a big bro. Like, is you know who Eric Dawkins is?
Yes.
So
yes, one of the dopest
vocal
arrangers in the world, bro.
Yeah.
He's up there with who else? She's always hanging with Tyrese. She's in gospel. I forget her name.
I swear, you talking about my homegirl. It's
yes,
the funniest thing.
You already know.
My homegirl Isa?
No. She's an older woman.
Oh, older woman. Okay.
She did the BET gospel competition show.
The Sunday Best Show?
Yeah.
Word.
She
I gotta think who you you said one of the judges.
Yeah.
I'll have to see it again, because it's been a minute since I've seen Sunday Best, but like, let me make sure.
Oh my goodness. I gotta find it. I got you. I'm gonna show you.
But like yeah, like but Eric, seeing cats like that and watching them old Underdogs videos back in the days and all of that, it's just like, bro, like I used to love, like I put it's a video on my Instagram right now that if you look, matter of fact, is it still on there? I have it. Oh, it's Eric's birthday there.
Kim Burrell.
Oh, I'm thinking, bro.
Kim Burrell.
Oh, bro, because when you said what you were saying, I'm thinking you talk about somebody like, because Kim Burrell is definitely
She's
Kim Burrell is.
They up there like vocal rangers extraordinaire, bro. Like when I talk about R&B music, we have the R&B singers and then we have the R&B singers' favorite singers, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And those are the it's cool to see the R&B singers, but the singers is amazing. Like Jasmine Sullivan.
Bruh, look, I just had this, when I tell you I just had this conversation with somebody the other day, and we was talking about like our top vocalists and stuff like that. And in my top 5, you know what I'm saying? I never like doing top 5s and favorites and stuff, but there's certain people where it's like they're always.
Who actually cuts through for you?
I already can tell you my number 1. My number 1 female vocalist all time is Brandy. Period.
Vocal Bible, bro.
Yeah, like she
Whitney coached her well.
Yeah, like because it's just from tone to technicality to just capability, range, and all of that. It's like hearing her vocal arrangements is like
they slept on her last album.
Yeah, but like her, Jasmine Sullivan, and this is a name that I don't know how many other people, but I know for a fact she's in mine. It's Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly's in mine. And then just out of just respecting the legends, you know, Whitney got to be in there just because she's just, you know what I mean?
She was gifted.
Yeah, but like, yeah, so it's just focus. It's not all about riffs and runs, but it's about, like you said, texture and the sound. Because even like when you get to people like Kiki Wyatt, you know what I'm saying, or like people that can like do a range of things, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of new people too, like not new but not new, like people that if you've been paying attention, you know.
Like for me, Luke James is one.
Absolutely.
His tone and texture. I've been listening to him since his very first album, and he has been one that I was just like doesn't get the respect that he needs. He went on tour with Beyonce.
Yeah.
His first round out. So I'm like,
because I remember him from back in the Luke and Q days. You know what I'm saying?
And then when he was singing background for Genuine and fucking Jamie Foxx, bro. Like these are the singers.
Hearing singers like that is like very, very, you know. We get to this point where we say it a lot. Where we say, "Are they underrated? Or they this, that, and third?" And it's like you would love to see, like from the talent level they have, you would love to see them
just go.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of singers we can name. We can name Avery Wilson. We can name freaking.
That's another power.
You know what I'm saying? Like even bro, there's a cat that that's like in such a subtle way he's cold. This cat named Josh Levi.
I know who you talking about.
Hearing him, like, it's like, because he got, like, his song went viral because he had that birthday song, dance, 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 but he can actually, like, sing.
He can actually do that.
You know what I'm saying?
The auto-tune and everything.
And that is a commodity, and I feel like a lot of people put so much emphasis on, if you can run, you can sing. It's like, it's not even that. It's knowing.
It's the control and knowing where.
And your choices and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But that's why, like you said, when you get in the studio with certain people vocal around, because I'm never going to claim to be the best vocal arranger, but whatever, but like, there's certain people that, like my guy Kendrick Dean, or like Troy Taylor, or people that know what they're doing, know what this needs, know what don't put that there. Because me, I go through just a bunch. End up with my results because I go through a bunch of trial and error, and I'm here dolo, so I'm able to let me try this, let me try this, let me try that. You know what I'm saying? But like having that gift for knowing voices and knowing harmony and knowing what. But Eric Dawkins is always gonna be look, bro. Him, Adonis Shropshire. What I'm saying?
I like Tanks too.
Tank is crazy. Tank, Because people don't, and that's the other thing. Like people, like obviously it became a
Sex,
thing
Love,
people know
and Pain
now.
too, bro, is one of my favorite songs. Like
Bruh.
to play at any time.
Sex,
Love,
Love, and Pain too. I want it all.
Yeah.
I want it all. Yeah,
Sex,
nah.
Love, and Pain.
Yeah.
It was just like I was like, bro, I heard the first one and not like the original when it was cold, and I was like, this is fire. And then going back through his albums, I was just like, this shit is hard. And then to have to play on with the Jodeci intro, that was fire.
Yeah.
That, like the essence of the Jodeci intros and stuff like that. That
Because the first Sex, Love, and Pain was when that finally got put on DSPs and all that back in 20.
I think it was.
That was 22. I think it was 21. Early 22. I think, or late 21.
I think it was no, it was early 2022 because he had to go through and actually get his IP on it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, because trust me. I know the whole story with the well, not the whole story, but like the background, and that's why Aaliyah stuff wasn't on there. That's why JoJo re-recorded her record.
Yeah.
All of that.
They had to because they were refusing to actually send that out.
Yeah, but like so for me, like back to what you were originally saying, like just the arrangement is knowing. It starts with what you're a fan of, the ear candy you like to hear. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, that's what I'm about to play. So like when I did this was an acapella of a song, and I played it. And I remember I'm talking about Eric Dawkins in this video too. Like I said, I'm a fan. But like when I did this one. And at the end of the video, you hear my harmony load part on this one part, and it's like.
When I do stuff, nigga, I gotta figure out putting harmony. It ain't gotta move. Like Eric Dawkins was the king. Not just him, but like Eric Dawkins was the nigga that I looked at. Like the movements and the harmony and doing this movement with this note, but it landing in a perfect harmony with the other note, bro. That's where I get it from. So niggas be like, why you be doing them niggas, boy? That's always gonna be important to me.
You know what I'm saying? Just look, bro. I love that stuff, bro. For real.
Because it just sounds good. There are moments where I'm like I start going to sing and hang out because of those moments.
Word.
Where you can feel it and you just like, ooh. And I have my little thing where I say I felt it from my head to my toe because it sounds good and it's melodically sound. So it's not like where it's not straight, it's all over the place. You can hear da 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 da, and then you'll find those patterns and the rhythm and the way it's delivered. If it lands well, you just like wow, like in that, bro. Yeah. It's melodically sound and it hits you every time, and it's like it's like a soul piece.
Yeah. It's like everything, harmonies and good arrangement feel like a hug to me. Like it's warm, and then when it, like you said, when it's done right, it's like, and the crazy thing for me, like this is why this is my realm, like being in here, cause like I never, behind the scenes was always what I wanted to do. I didn't like being in the front, I don't like the stage, and that's why it's only recently that I'll go to like a little karaoke or something, they'll pass me the mic, like, Mike. And I'll be like, forget it, I'll sing something. But like, cause like I've been in a couple of the sing and hang out. It's crazy, them ones when I ain't heard of them in a minute though.
That's because they stopped. They're about to start one in October, but yeah, they took a break.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was because there was a little vibe in there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. It's all, and that's what the city needs for real. It's like a nice vibe with good singers.
Yeah, and that's the thing, cause like I got a couple homies that they got an R&B night they be doing. It'd be a dope vibe. They be passing the mic around, but it's like it's not meant for like, oh, these is where the singers is at. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good R&B vibe. But like,
where is that at?
They be having it at on Thursday nights at 808.
8 Oasis?
808 up there in like in my refugee and gender. It used to be called Bentley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so every Thursday night.
Every Thursday night they have a vibe like that?
Mm-hmm.
I live out that way too.
Word.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they had one last night. I pull every now and then, but it's like, you know, that weeknight. I was in there one night till like 2 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, let me chill out.
If we could spend forever in a minute, then maybe I could put my all in it. All these faded moments I'm with you, it's probably the most I can give you. You start telling me your plans and I pull back, 'cause I know I'll be gone, but you don't get it. But a second, maybe more, that's all you have me for. Can't promise you eternity, babe, but my right now is all yours. All yours.
You know what that reminded me of?
What's that?
Just with different tones, it reminded me of Boys to Men.
Oh, word.
Yes, sir.
Word.
It definitely reminded me of Boys to Men.
They classics.
But a second, maybe more.
And the crazy thing is, I'll do this song, and my favorite part will still be
The deep part?
Nah, there's a part, because that's just a plug-in that I put the octave on when I be wanting to add some color to a line.
I felt that when it came
All you had before, all you had before. Can't promise you eternity, babe, but my right now is all yours. All yours.
So I'm gonna re-record all of this because I recorded it acapella, so timing-wise, I want to, and then now that I got a little glimpse of an idea of what the track might be like behind it, I want to, put it right with that. A lot of the harmony's gonna stay the same though, but
it's gonna be it's gonna be decorated.
yeah.
Yours. That's all you had before. Can't promise you eternity, but a second, maybe more. That's all.
That part,
Second, maybe more.
like that, the most of that part,
But a second, maybe more. That's all you had before. Can't promise you eternity, babe, but my
because one of the things that I learned that I'll be doing, like I'll do when I'm doing a harmony, I don't always harmonize the entire line.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes the high note will just be on the tail end of the phrase. You know what I'm saying? So it colors it and makes it like a this a thing.
but
Like,
you
if
don't get it. But a second, maybe more. That's all. But you don't get it. Second, maybe more. Can't promise you eternity, babe.
So like when you hear,
But you don't get it. Second, maybe more. Eternity, babe.
so it's like this. You hear like the little, and this is this was when I was actually writing the song. So it was like a lot of, it wasn't even me sitting down tailoring like, all right, let me do this harmony, do this harmony, do this harmony. So
If we could spend forever in a minute, with you.
you know what I'm saying? It just be little, just color. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're doing like this.
Cause like the let's see.
So I'm probably gonna ask you this tomorrow, but what started you on this journey, bro?
Writing songs.
Writing songs and like actually, writing songs first.
So, cause like that's the thing is,
but that
so,
singing it.
I'll say this. The funny thing is, I never looked at myself like I'm like, even to this day I struggle with calling myself a singer because I'm like, I'll put it like this. So what started in the beginning, I'm originally from Connecticut. I'm originally from Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And out there, for people that don't know, it's like a bunch, especially in the church, scene, like it's a whole bunch of musicians, blah, blah, blah. So
Right.
when I was younger, I grew up in the church like a lot of people, and then my whole family is musical. Like my whole entire family is musical. My mother sings, My father is a writer. My uncle is a producer and singer, musician. Both my older brothers sing. My older brother, Corey, is a crazy singer. My older brother, Chauncey, he sings well. He's actually the one that introduced me to writing. And he's an audio engineer. And like he's all over the place.
So he's definitely listening.
Yeah, he's a live sound engineer. So he does obviously studio work as well, but like for the past like 18 years he's been like touring with people. Like his first gig was Jasmine Sullivan. You know what I'm saying? And so
he's a bad man.
He worked on around that 4 era. He was working with Beyonce. Like right now he be out with In Vogue. He be out with Money Long. Like he's actually gonna be doing the upcoming. He's supposed to be doing the upcoming tour. Brandy Monica, Money Long, Kelly Rowland.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a powerful.
Bro. So yeah. So like he actually so I had the music bug in my ear. You know what I'm saying? Like even before I knew what was what. So when I was younger, just like every other little black kid, you know, rapping, wanted to be a rapper, and I'm nice at rapping too. But like from like 10 years old and up, I was rapping, and then when I got to 15, my brother told me, he was like, bro, like, I feel like you could write songs like R&B songs. I feel like you could do that because the way you be writing your raps and the lyrics and stuff like that. And I was like, I had never thought about that because at the time, there comes that point in time when you realize that all these artists ain't writing what they sing.
Right.
Because you discover that at some point because you hear people singing, you ain't thinking about, at least initially, that who wrote what was behind it. So he introduced me to that world, and he put me onto the Underdogs. He put me onto Brian Michael Cox, and all these different. So he played me. I'll never forget because he played me. He played me Sorry 2004. He played me How You Gonna Act Like That.
Yeah.
And he played me. There was another song. Matter of fact, that's when Brown Time O came out. So he played me these songs, and it was like, you see how they kind of got similar vibes because the same people made them. And I started being like, hold up, what? And that's when I realized Tank was a writer and stuff like that, because I was like,
exact same people.
I was like, yo, like, and then from there, I started looking at, because he used to get the CD cases with the CDs and the book and the inserts with the credits on them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to pay attention to all of them.
Yo.
And that's when I started seeing LaShawn Daniels' name all the time. That's when I started seeing, like I said, Kendrick Dean, Eric Dawkins. I started seeing, you know what I'm saying, even outside of that, like seeing, like, paying attention to just songwriters in general.
Yep.
That's when I started really paying attention.
Names.
Exactly. And I was like, yo. So ever since then, I was, because like I said, I was about 15 years old at the time. So that was around 2004 going to 2005 and that era. So it's like.
How old are you?
36.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we the same age then.
Word. Yeah, bro, like that time, and then I remember just listening. I would take his headphones and his iPod, and I just had a headphone like, yo, just listening, or the CD player. Cause like I said, he had the CD.
Liberian Girl is the first time I started really actually listening to vocal texture.
Word, okay.
When I heard Liberian Girl, I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand what made me love that song more than a lot of songs, and what it was due to texture.
Liberian Girl.
And it was the stacks, because Mike loved the stack. The stacks that he did was phenomenal, and it got me every time. Like one day I was riding home from work, that motherfucker came on, I kept that on repeat all the way home.
Man, I don't blame you. That's a man. But the crazy thing is, I remember that origin with writing songs. I remember my first song I wrote when I was 15 on the back of a program at church. It was a song called "Since You Left Me Here," and
do you remember how it goes now?
Yeah, to this day. And it never was the full song. It was I ended up finishing the song with my brother because early on my brother was my first writing partner. Like he introduced me to all of this. So I never forget. I wrote the hook though. I had wrote the hook myself at church. I never forget. It was like, it was like, I can't tell an hour from a minute. Time to slow down since you left me here. Keep running my fingers on your photograph. The picture frame catches falling tears. Every time I hear the song of your ringtone, I pray it's you calling my phone to say that you're coming back home. So that was the first joint that I did. That was like the literal first joint I ever did. And then after that,
it was 15.
15, yep. And
you had some shit behind that one, bro. Like, what happened? You was in church thinking about that?
Like, I was in church because it was like one of the things I was paying attention to the songs I was hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to, you know I'm willing to do anything just to keep you in my heart. You know what I'm saying? But and then like around that time, like, cause like a year or two after that was my favorite R&B bridge of all time. I'm sorry.
Say
you know what I'm saying?
It's
Girl, I tried to give you everything. Can't believe the ways you repaid me. Girl, you had it all. But I guess my all wasn't good enough for you. I've accepted it, and I ain't gon' trip. Girl, I'm moving on. Sometimes I can't help but think. But I'm the one person when that comes on, I'm doing all the backgrounds.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Backgrounds cut through better than the actual the vocal, nigga. Bro. The backgrounds be killing.
Oh, guess my all wasn't good enough for you. Baby, I'll accept, won't trip. Girl, I'm moving on. That to this day, that is one of my favorite, that's my favorite R&B bridge of all time. And that's why, bro, I couldn't stop. When I first met, because, you know, Eric, that was Eric Dawkins and Jay Valentine did that record. And when I met Eric for the first time.
Time out. Time out. You're not about to just breeze through that. You met Eric Dawkins, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, I met him.
Oh. Oh. Let me shake your hand, bro. Let me shake your hand, bro. That's fire, dog. You met the mecca of vocals, bro. Like I do not stunt when it comes to R&B music, bro.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. I love hip hop. But I ain't never want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I knew that I love like R&B music from the beginning, playing from when I would wake up to when I went to sleep. That shit is ingrained in me. So to hear you say that, that's fire, bro.
Bro, let me tell you something, cause like this, I'm taking back, cause look, just to make it clear, and just cause I ain't ashamed to say it, bro, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, bro.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I am a Christian. I believe in God, and you know what I'm saying. It took me a while to even be able to say, cause like I grew up in church, but like I'm just now in these recent times, like starting to try to walk my walk and develop my relationship with God. So that's why even my convictions with certain things I'm making musically, like there's certain records I'm never gonna write again because just my convictions. But I say all that to say, when I was a young kid, drawing back my introduction to Eric Dawkins was Dawkins and Dawkins. And brother, that album, I believe it was the Focus album.
Yes.
Bruh, ever since then.
Unmatched.
And then when I found out later that he was the person behind a lot of these, he was behind How You Gonna Act Like That. He's behind How Could You. He's behind, I'm like, hold up, what? So, meeting him, I met him in 2013, I believe it was. We was all out in Arizona for a month working on Tyrese. That's how I met him. And hold up, no, did I meet? I met him somewhere around that time. It was either that time or at Tyrese crib in LA.
That's the camp. That's the camp for real.
So
it's him and Kim Burrell.
Bro, let me tell you this, bro. I got videos, and I'm gonna show you a video, because I got a video of everybody just sitting at a table.
In the kitchen?
Yeah.
In the kitchen. He put that one on there when they were all singing together?
See, no, I got the 11-minute video of Eric Dawkins, Issa, Kenyon, at the table just singing, you know what I'm saying?
God, bro.
And it was just like, bro, like, anyway, I say all that to say, bro, like, you know, when I met him, that was my ultimate validation. Mm-hmm. Like, cause when I would do a little like just singing under my breath or something like that, and he would hear me, like he would notice, and cause you know, like I said, I was never confident in my voice because I got such respect and standard for what vocals are. Yeah. So it's like, and that I'll never forget, cause that happened also. I remember I was in the studio in Atlanta. This is years ago. I was in the studio in Atlanta with when I was working on Day 26 at the time, and I was in the studio. It was me. Yeah, bro. It was like Willie from Day 20. Willie was in the room. Because everybody wasn't in the room at the time. And then you remember Dondria?
Yes.
She was in the room as well. And yeah. So I remember singing and I would do it under my breath. And she was like, "No, you can't. I hear you over there." And I was like, "Hey, all right." Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that.
About me.
So yeah, so that stuff like, so yeah, but meeting people like that, meeting Eric Dawkins, meeting, you know what I'm saying? I remember in passing only once, I met Tank. Cause this back when I worked on the TGT album.
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing them and hearing them around, and even and Reese, like Tyrese, he bruh, that texture, that full deep full tone, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like so like being around that pedigree, it's like, yo, like that's one of the reasons why I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I don't have patience, but when it comes to cutting a record and when it comes to hearing somebody sing, I'm not just gonna tell you good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna be like, because I know what,
you know what good is.
Yeah.
You know what good vocals
and that's not
are.
Said with any level of arrogance or superiority. That's just
an understanding of how vocals are, bro. Like there are top tier vocals. It's okay to say, hey, you ain't the best. Yeah. You can work on it. Like it's vocals are muscles.
Yeah,
you have to train them and keep training them. That's all that is. Like if you don't have it, you can get it.
Yeah.
But you have to want it too.
Yeah, exactly. And it like you start off with something. Because don't get me wrong, you start off with the raw clay. You know what I'm saying? Because for certain people, there is certain stuff that there's a reason why. And if you're in the vocals the way you say you are, you're gonna know exactly the video I'm talking about with Jasmine Sullivan at 11 years old.
When she
singing the Wizard of Oz, and she was on stuff like that.
She had it
exactly
early.
Yo,
they definitely trained her to the max.
Yeah,
for her to be 11 years old and be able to, when she didn't go for that high note, she went off and then veered right back up there, and it was something that not a 11-year-old would do. Yeah, because they're not that confident.
Because that polish on that is like, bro, and that's why people be forgetting, like, bro, people forget
when she said
how young, like even Brandy was when she first came out.
She was like
14, 15. Like, so she was like, bro, like what? Sounded how she was sounding.
And then now, like,
and it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, I appreciate it so much. Like, cause don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna act like I'm some, you know, I know every single thing there is to know, because I like what I like, and when I find stuff, I find stuff. But like, that's also why I appreciate shows like the Terrell Grice show. Terrell Grice, you're not hip. You probably seen the aesthetic before.
Put me on.
But so Terrell got a show called the Terrell Show.
Oh, you talking about
it's the blue wall.
Yeah,
he having singers on there.
Oh yeah,
he be having singers on there. So it's like when I've seen the Tori Kelly episodes, and when I saw there's even a girl named Candace Boyd, she be killing.
What's the one dude that sang backup for Erykah Badu? He's one of them too. He brought the piano that one time. It was
you talking about
start with a D?
Duran. Yeah, he's cold too. He's even when he's joking, he's going
exactly.
Crazy. And then there's bruh, you hit the Samo.
Yes. When I found him on the Terrell show, I've been following him. He was
his ability. He's one of them cats where it's like, it's sick how, because that's the thing. There's a thing that everybody doesn't have. Like, there's a certain musicality. You got people that can hold a note. Like, being able to follow, that's why they say, even like with Kim Burrell, like, if you're a musician playing behind somebody like that, you really better know what you're doing.
You got
to be able to, because like but like, so it's vocals like that. But that's the thing. So when you translate that into this space, like writing songs and stuff like that, all of those capabilities, the real talent is knowing which tool to use and which tool not to use. At what time? Because you can't just be on a song just running all over the place and do it. But if you got the texture,
you take away from the understanding of the lyrics. Somebody wrote these lyrics. You can lose the person or the listener by just doing that. and it's
Yep.
a good placement. Like I said, your placement,
Yeah.
and when you do things in a certain way that you do them, you deliver. For me, I'm gonna say that
Oh, man.
personally. For me, you deliver every time. Every song that I've heard, even in your country,
Oh, man.
you deliver, bro. And it's your placement and the texture and the passion that you put behind these lyrics, bro. I do want to give you that. I got to,
appreciate that.
bro.
That's the biggest
I've been
compliment
looking
you
at you
did.
for the longest, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. With Trent, when he came out of here, I seen him. We kicked it, we clowned, and we did the little sing off and everything like that. I was like, bro, before you even get out of here, I'm a fan, bro. I am a fan of y'all, bro. And I don't take that lightly because I understand what good vocals are, and I understand the texture in which when you're writing these vocals, it takes. And I respect it. I didn't stick with it. I have a passion for music, and this is one reason why I started the pod, is to give that side of things and the understanding of where these artists come from when they're delivering something.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to give you your flowers, bro. I don't take it lightly. I thought that you came out of Columbus, Ohio. I didn't know that you came from somewhere else.
Yeah, I've been here since I was young. Though. I've been here since I was like a kid. I was like 10 years old when I came
What
out
school
here.
did you go to?
I went to Reynoldsburg. Yeah, but like that. So like when it comes to stuff like this, and that's why like because I'm a transparent person. Like this journey is one of the things where I used to have imposter syndrome a lot. That's why people are like, man, you should be doing this, and man, I'm surprised you ain't further. I'm surprised you ain't this, and it's like the stuff that I have done has been me operating on 30%, like not really like believing like in myself. That's why it's like whether it's call it laziness, call it procrastination, call it getting jaded by the nature of progression in the industry.
Scary out there for
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I never doubted. Like that's why when I found, it was like 2013 when I found like started taking an interest in country music and like different types of writing and stuff like that. Because I started realizing like the writing was always number one. That's why it's a bigger compliment when you tell me like, yo, your lyrics and the way I'm like, bro, that hits me the most because it's like I pride myself on stuff like that. I pride myself on being relatable with a different approach and a clever way that people like, yo, like.
And
I would have never thought to say that. Like
you're not gonna get around the people that you've been around.
Yeah.
Being not having that type of understanding of what the lyrics is gonna do. You're not gonna get around those people to even understand.
Yeah.
For real. Like it just doesn't happen without diving in, and that's what you did.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. And that's place like, but that's why I say I've said it to a couple people like close to me and stuff like that because it's like, but like me saying it out loud, is like, dang, that's a real undertaking. That's a real, because now I'm gonna be, because I have the visions for what stuff could be and stuff like that. But like I said, I never saw myself trying to do the artist thing. But my main thing is getting my writing out there. You know what I'm saying? And through getting my writing out there, getting, you know what I'm saying, the reality of who I am and the reality of my authentic space that I'm in right now, and
But who can
even
do
bringing people to God through it. You know what I'm saying?
Who can do that better than you can right now, though? Nobody can tell your story like you can. So in that,
Cause you know what's crazy?
you deliver it like that.
Bro, there's a country song that I posted a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, called Jesus in the Chevy.
I remember that one.
And people don't realize, and that's the thing what's authentic to me. That's why even if I do visuals to this stuff, it's gonna be different than what people think because it's me loving country is me loving the writing of it, me loving the sonics and the writing of it. So it's like,
Because it's stripped down.
Yeah, but it's still, and it's in the song. That's the thing I love about country music. The song is the star. You know what I'm saying? With other genres, as much as I love the creativity of other genres, it's like the production and the plugins and the mixing techniques and the little choppy whatever, all of that then the production of it all takes over. You know what I'm saying? Don't be wrong, they still be writing sometimes, but like it's not like back in the day. So it's like with country and certain other types of writing, like even not just country, like one of my favorite songs of all time, people that know me know this, is like back in around the time I was discovering country music, I discovered the Continuum album by John Mayer. And one of his songs on there called Stop This Train is one of the greatest written songs of all time. One of the absolute greatest written songs of all time. And so for me, being able to attack that type of writing style and being able to, like, if you listen to a lot of stuff, like even the Jesus and the Chevy, like when you look at me, I'm not attacking this, I'm not wanting this music because it's like, it just so happened to be, I'm finding myself at a time where everybody's like, oh yeah, them black people in the country, oh yeah, get your money, bro. Like, bro, you don't even know. They ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
It's,
you know what I'm saying?
How I look at country music is it does strip everything down to the bare bones of what a person is saying.
Writing is the star. The writing of the, like, people that know the writing in country music, like that type of writing, that's why I fell in love with it. That's why I don't gotta lie and act like, bro, I didn't grow up doing a bunch of country stuff. I didn't have a cowboy hat. I didn't do this. Like, I'm not gonna fake you, act like that's what it was. Like when matter of fact, bro, when I did Jesus in the Chevy, that was a real thing about something that happened to me in March, back in March, where like I had got overwhelmed with this feeling in the car. And they don't realize, man, I'm not talking about, they think Chevy, they think I'm talking about a truck, but I'm talking about my Impala. I was on Main Street in my Impala, and it was like, bruh, like, I had a moment, and that's what inspired that song. On the other song I did called Cross Country, where I said, whoever said that men don't feel a thing never walked in my boots. I ain't talking about cowboy boots, I'm talking about my Timbs. Bruh, that's what I wear, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's real to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not country, and it's like, I don't ever want it to be this thing where it's like, I'm trying to, you know, do this, a certain version of cultural appropriation, and oh, let me do this because it's popular. And this, no, because if you listen to the type of stuff that I write, I'm not doing and like, so everybody is in a space, they do what they do. I don't make the party boom 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 whatever. Like, I write in a sense of, you know what I'm saying, like how, like I remember hearing a song called Unanswered Prayers, like, and it was like hearing a song like that, or hearing like There Goes My Life, or In Case You Didn't Know, or them type of records where it's written in a way, like, or even like with Sam Hunt had a song called Break Up in a Small Town. It's like, everybody knows that story. I never thought that she would get down with somebody I know. I guess that's just how it goes when you break up in a small town. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Columbus ain't no small town, but it's like, when you look at the circles, exactly.
The circles are small.
You know what I'm saying? How many times have we ran into somebody that you used to talk to and they talking to somebody else that you kind of connected to? It's like, dang, man, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, them stories, when you start realizing how, because we always call it R&B and country cousins. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? It's just in country, you can get a lot more off because country people, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying country is like corny or nothing like that, but country people, they ain't trying to be cool.
They're not trying to be over the top.
They ain't trying to be trendy. They ain't trying to be cool. They ain't trying to be. It's just like, yo, this is the heart and soul of what's on me, and I wrote it in this way that will make you appreciate that I care about the craft of writing a song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, and I love that feeling. That's why when I wrote some of these recent joints, and people was like, man, them lyrics. I'm like, bro, thank you. Cause that's all I be trying to do, bro.
Doug, when you drop that whole song, bro, listen, it's gonna play in my house. It is. It's gonna play anywhere I go because, like, just the video that you sent me, I was just like, this shit is fire. My wife, she's into country music. Mm-hmm. This was one reason why I was just like, I was excited to actually be able to speak with you, bro, because it's way bigger than music. It's the connection that you have with the lyrics, bro. I've gotten people. I've been in circles where there are people that do understand, and then there are some people that just like, oh, this is just gonna be what it is, and you know when you got something good. And bro, you have consistently had something good, bro. Right. And this is one of those that will be like, when you do it, bro, go all the way into that motherfucker, bro. Lean all the way in. Right. Because for us to have that moment, that was a part, like, we've been together for 7 years. 6 years. Close to 6 years. And we've had moments at least twice a year. This is one of the moments this year that we actually had to sit back and was like, damn, we truly bonded on great music. That's how we bonded.
Man.
And in that, this was another way of bonding, because our first night that we kicked it, we was on a couch, I was rubbing her feet, and we was playing music, and we did like a R&B battle. Who can do it better? And in that, I was just like, you're gonna be my wife. She was like, shut the fuck up. Da 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 da. I was like, nah, you are. And with that, like, this just solidified the reason why, because we understood what music is, bro.
Bro, I appreciate you sharing that with me, bro. That, man.
I ain't told nobody, bro. This happened last week. When you sent those videos, bro,
Yeah.
I was just going through it and was like, okay. Oh, shit.
Huh.
And I sent it to her because, like, I feel like she's she's a producer for me. Because she was like, hey, this is what you need to do. Follow up, keep following up, da 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 da. And she was just like, have you checked in with Mike? Have you checked in with Mike? I was like, for her to say that, she don't really go out the box for nobody, bro. For real. She like to stay in her little niche.
Yeah.
She was like, did you check in? I was like, I will. And bro, like it's never, right when I was about to text you texted me right before I woke up, bro. Because I was gonna text you and be like, hey, we still on?
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to do it yesterday, for real. But my son had rehearsal, and I was like, I gotta have him set up because he's into the arts too.
Got you.
He didn't start songwriting. He's writing songs and delivering bridges.
Oh wow.
At 14, bro.
Kid in this generation.
And it's not R&B. This is something that's gonna be completely different. It's his thing, and it's good.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to actually be able to help him in this. I was just like, do you know what you just did? It was like, I was just writing a song. I was like, for you to, I want to let you, I do want you to understand. What you wrote was, you did the verse, the hook, you went in, you delivered that, and then you tied a moment in time where the hook and the verse connects in its own way. And he was like, what is that called? I was like, that's called a bridge. And you didn't even know. So I'm truly blessed to be around and be able to help in music. Being not even directly affiliated in it, but to be able to speak with you and to help my son and do what I'm doing, whatever it is, it's working because of God's path, bro.
Bro, I was just about to say, like, because I'm growing more understanding as the days go by, and like realizing that the mission of Jesus is like, as it says, like, the church is famous now, but like Matthew 28:19, where it talks about discipleship and making new disciples. To do that, you got to connect with people.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, however, like I was telling my boy the other day, my goal with music, and I've never really had like a verbal mission statement about my music and nothing like that, but like, my mission with music, regardless of what genre it is to relate to people. Like I said, obviously through the craft, like write it clever, write it in a way where it's like, dang, I never would have thought to say it like that. Or,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but make somebody listen to a song, and even if it's just one person where it's like, dang, I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's what the Stevie Wonder's Key of Life,
yeah.
that was that for me.
Yeah.
So I understand that's a mission, and it's in fellowshipping and having and building that community. That's where we get that. That's where we bridge the gap. That's when we bring people together in a time that we are truly at a huge divide.
Because we got to a point where everybody, I put it like this, we've grown into a numb society.
Yes.
And because of that, through the numb society, everybody wants to. Why do you think it is that even like I said, when my people have the R&B night, or why do you think most of the things celebrated in the culture are from the '90s or from the early 2000s? Because that was the last time people were vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Because now you don't really have. I used to, how I explained it in conversations I had, different studios and stuff, would have these conversations like, yo, because people make solely weekend music. Nobody makes weekday music. Nobody makes the music that you got to get through. You know what I'm saying? I got to get through the day. I got to get through this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like, you got life in it. And that's why I say, even in country, every song ain't about a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even the way that it's talked about, it's like, it's enough people out there making the sex song, making the street song, making the club song, making the, bro, nah, that's not for me, bro. Like, all power to people that's not knocking people out like that.
I've never been the person.
But it's like, for me, like, there's power in music, bro. There's power in music, bro. Don't get me wrong, good time is a good time. Some people need to get let loose and want to like get away from. Cool,
but it
saying?
should never be a moment where that's spent like, Jermaine Dupri said, you know, Chris Brown's new song,
yeah.
So he said that there should never be a time where a 14-year-old is speaking on dick.
Yeah.
Where when we were growing up, we had Bow Wow, we had teenage celebrities that we were able to listen to their music, and it told the story of our teenage life. They don't have that right now. Our youth barely has that anymore, and that's why they're looking for the younger things, the older things.
And you know what's the interesting thing about that is, obviously social media age played the most part in that.
Yeah.
But like back in them days, people cared about, at least adults did, they cared about the buffer. They cared about, you know, even though, because let's be real, even though as much as there was Bow Wow, as much as there was, you know, whoever,
R. Kelly's,
you know what I'm saying? As much, but even past that, the reality is, yeah, there's that, but let's be honest about the conversation as 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, the conversations and activity that was actually going on in our young life. We were talking that kind of way. We were cussing up a storm and whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So the reality is, it's just that now there's a desensitization because it's more public. You got a kid with a phone and a TikTok
and can see it
that will see it, but also post a video of them cussing and doing that. And the thing is, people laugh, people joke. You know what I'm saying? And because now you think about how many people like our generation that had kids, and then kids younger than us having kids and not really having a like idea of a filter or there's the idea of there's a place for everything. Because like
there's
us,
a time and a place.
Because depending on how you was raised, like because I can't speak to everybody else, I know the type of way I was raised.
We were
I'm
seen but not heard.
I'm not cussing in front of my mother.
That's true, and we were seen and not heard.
Yeah,
there was discernment, and if adults are talking, you shouldn't. Yeah. There was a line, and there was a respect for our elders, and for we knew who to cuss around and who didn't.
Yeah.
Now there's no buffer for that now. They don't know when and where.
And also, and this is being all the way a buck with it, there was also as time went on and access to exposure became a thing, meaning anybody can be famous now. Anybody for doing whatever. If I wanted to sit in front of a camera, just sit there and stare at it, a post at a time, there's going to be some kind of audience that finds it and just likes it. It's like, oh, that's the guy that sits there on. It's like, so it's like, when you think about music, and yeah, I got to give grace to the fact that, you know, it's a cyclical thing. Like our generation that came before us, we don't all tap in with their music like that. So it's like the younger kids, they got what they listen to, and it's like, we like, man, that's not music. We sound like the parents, that our parents' generation. So I got to give respect and grace to that. But at the same time, there is the reality that there's a talent level that just doesn't exist like that no more. Because that's why do you think that even in the midst of all of this, even in the midst of all of the oversaturation and everybody got a song out, everybody got an album out, all of that, even amongst all of that, you still got people that'll push through, that are talented. You still got her that'll push through.
Yes.
Musicians,
I was
crazy
so
singer,
happy.
right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got people that'll push through. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you got to think, we more so talking culturally though. Because you don't hear these people have these conversations in the pop world and the country world and none of that.
Because they're not worried about it. Because their audience is their audience.
Exactly. And that's why it's such a big thing about black people going to country, because it's like, oh, they're trying to take over art. It's like, bro, it's not even that. Like, because me personally, there's some dope songs that I've heard and stuff like that, but like there's certain stuff I'm like, hey man, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I guess you could call me more traditional when it comes to the type of writing that I be liking. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I do go into bubbles where I don't listen to a bunch of music out there. Like a lot of the popular songs and albums that people...
It becomes too much and you sink into yourself.
Yeah. Like a lot of the popular stuff that people talk about, the albums everybody talk about, I haven't even heard. People know that about me. I'm Lil Wayne-esque in a sense of I won't know what song you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or I might, if you play like, oh, that one, but I won't know the song. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not an indictment against other people. It's just like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like what I like. And if I find something new, there's only certain people that can recommend new songs to me. Because I got trust issues. If you send me a song and I'm like, come on, man. But like, there's certain people, like people I've done music with, people that know me, they know the type of writing I like. It's only maybe one person on the face of this earth that consistently sends me songs that I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Because we know, we get it, because he's a writer as well. And we get it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I also had to break myself out of, because I'll even tell you this. Because funny enough, this happened around the time where I first ever saw you in person. This was back in like 09 when I was going to Columbus State. I remember being in a class. It was English 111. And I was the most narrow-minded, I can admit it. I was so narrow-minded, so, you know, it was like the musical version of a God complex. Because I feel like, because it's like once you discover something, you like, I know about this. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's how it was with Luke James.
Bro, and the thing is, at the time we in the class, and in the class we're breaking down Paper Planes by MIA. And I remember hearing that song, and I remember being like, I didn't get it. Because I didn't pay, but because, not because she wasn't saying nothing, but because sonically, it didn't sound like the music my brother had put me on to. It didn't sound like...
It was everywhere, and you got to break them. You had to break the lyrics down.
Exactly, and it didn't sound like the R&B, because like if it's not this type of R&B, then it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll never forget being in the class and we breaking the lyrics down.
Not, bro.
And I said this, and then when I tell you this was the most humbling thing that ever happened to me, and it needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? God made that moment happen. I was in the class, they was talking about the lyrics, breaking the lyrics down, blah, 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 and I said the most snobby thing ever. I said, well, I actually make music, so I know that this ain't real music, or this ain't, I said something like that. I was like, And this girl, humble, I wish I knew her name, because her face is ingrained in my memory since back then. Nigga, she said to me, you're saying she ain't saying nothing, but we spent a whole college class breaking down her lyrics. And I was like, And I couldn't say nothing anymore. I was like, in that moment when I had that slice of gourmet made humble pie, and from that moment on, I started broadening how I thought about stuff, and I started being careful with calling something whack or calling something, because there's certain stuff that I do think is not good, but like opening my mind to being like, I just don't get it, or it's not for me, because there's something that has an audience that I never
You will never understand or get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had to understand it. He's like, you know what? So that broadened my perspective and broadened my horizons of how I view art. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you think about how personal art is to the artist. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put yourself out there on the record. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're an artist that's creating from a real place. Like, if you creating for a check, you creating to try to fit with the current trend or theme, like, bro, that's one thing. But if you creating from a place of like, bro, I bear my soul on this record.
Tears in this, yeah.
And for somebody that doesn't get it to call it whack or say it's terrible, I had to realize what that would feel like.
It's like a smack in the face.
Absolutely. Like it was a wake up call, bro.
Yeah.
It was a wake up call, bro. I had to take that on the chin, like, dang, bro, like,
Get that.
she was right. You know what I mean?
I think I had that happen to me on. I think it was Lil Wayne's Carter 4 album, where I was just like, it was right after his skater era, and I just didn't get it. I was just like, this ain't the Wayne that I've grown up listening to, and this shit is whack. That's what I said, and my nephew or my uncle, he was just like, how can you say that? I was just like, because like, we all know who Lil Wayne is. We knew who he was the Squad Up days, all the way up to the Carter 2, the Carter 3, and then it was like no ceilings. He went through that whole era, and I was just like, I don't know, this shit is whack. He was like, don't ever say music is whack, because you don't know what the person went through to deliver this, and the shit that they had to put up with. It was like, just because you don't like it, don't mean somebody else won't gravitate and it be the story of their life. And I was like, shit.
That perspective, bro. Perspective is everything, bro.
It was like, what if somebody said that about your shit? How would you feel?
Hey, and that's.
I was like, it would be a kick in the gut. He was like, then why the fuck would you say that about somebody else that you don't even have a clue on? Yeah. You have an opinion, and your opinion don't mean shit when it comes to art.
That's why the party line for me, my answer for everything, if I don't like something, I don't say whack, I don't say terrible, I don't say that. I just be like, it's not for me. Period. Because that nobody can take away from me, because quite literally, it's not for me. Period. Like, if I hear it and it's not good, the same way something that I put up, like, funny enough, one of the homies, when I posted an R&B joint last week, I posted this little R&B joint that I did, and one of my homies, he commented like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, he was killing my ears with the country stuff, man, like this is blah, 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 and I was like, but it's like, I had to respect it though, because like, that's what his ear is. But that's also the other thing, when you're a person like me that is into different things, multifaceted, whatever you want to call it, who I am represents the different type of people that connect to me. He connects to that version of me. He connects to the rap R&B black version of me. You know what I'm saying? And he even commented, like, we had commented a little back and forth, and he was like, no, but I get it, bro. You know, go after your passions, go after the money. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
it's way bigger than the money.
Yeah, it's way bigger than the money. But like I said, it's no indictment against him. It's like, you know me for this, or this is the type of stuff you like to hear from me. I can't knock that, which is why, bro, when I make that, that's for you. You know what I'm saying? If I make this other stuff, but bro, I was so surprised when I started posting the little country stuff. People was like, bro, like this sounds this, or this sounds this, or bro, it sounds like you fitting like a glove. People putting fire emojis. I'm like, word.
Because it's that.
Because people that know me close know how long I've been into country music, how much I love country music. They've known it.
Why haven't you put anything out before then, bro? Or have you been writing it and
just
just sitting on it?
Bro, when I tell you this, and I'll be a buck with you, the stuff you see me post, like the country stuff, bro, those hooks, like I said, all of them make, like some of them I finished the full song, and some of them is just like, I was just posting to be creative again. Because I took a step back from music back when I went, like, trying to figure my convictions out with my walk with God and everything.
Yeah.
But like, So a lot of them, bro, because I drive forklift for a living.
Oh, that was gonna be my.
Yeah, like I'm at a job. Like I drive forklift for a living. Like, bro, and I wrote Jesus in a Chevy in about 5 to 10 minutes while I was on the forklift in my head.
Damn.
Acapella. Because I hear it how it's supposed to sound in my head, and I get with my guy Josh, who's incredible at what he does. He's a musician, producer, cameraman, all it, brother, all this, everything. And engineer, he mix, he do everything. And like, so I'll bring it to him and I'll sing it to him. He start playing the chord progression and I'll tell me I was here and kind of do it and we put it together. But like, I write the stuff acapella in my head because that's what been the overwhelming feeling lately. Because I feel like ideas keep coming to me before I can finish the other one. So it's like, man, like even the next, like we supposed to shoot another one on Sunday, and that one is a record I just randomly wrote in the shower called "Sounds Better Than the Truth."
Mine's come after probably 1 o'clock a.m. bro. I'm in bed sleeping. And it's just playing. It'll be something that just plays, and I gotta wake up because if I don't, it will be gone, bro.
And but that's the thing. It happens when it happens, and you gotta pay attention when it happens. Even if that means you wake up out of sleep and put this voice memo real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I got tons of them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta remember the melody of the song.
Yeah, and that's the thing where it's like now I'm at a point where it's like, all right, let me start. That's why I started being here every day. So all right, let me because whether you was here or not, I was gonna try to work on this because now that I feel like I got enough, like I could recut it and get to editing the video and then get to a point of posting that, and then finishing the Neon record because I feel like that one's almost done. Because and then after that, you know what I'm saying, probably start finally with these songs, what kind of songs, what stories, how would I want to tell it, what's the things I want to say, like production, what I want to be like, and actually strategizing what that would be and being intentional about it. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to document that whole journey, bro, because that all the way through would be amazing, bro. Like that whole compilation of you putting together a four-part story for it.
Because I already know how to. I was like, man, maybe I'll just do 4 or 5 songs. I have 5 little small 5-song EPs that turn into. That'd be easier if I try to get visuals too and stuff like that. So I'm still working it out in my head. And then I did like an AI thing.
Let that flow, bro.
Yeah, I did an AI thing where
that's hard.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm mulling it over. I'm thinking in my head and stuff like about how I want to go about it. Cause like country songs, I got like there's some. They still need to be fully written out. But as far as the hooks and certain verse melodies stuff like that, it's about 10 of them joints. And then rap, I would have to figure out because rap. And the thing is, all of the songs is gonna be like the relatable perspective type of like, yo, like I ride to this because this is my life type of energy. That's why my main goal is to create something that I would listen to myself and just play it. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, you ain't gonna never steer you wrong on this, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got to you hold verses, bro. You do. Like I'm not even gonna stop. Like I do want you to be a mentor when I actually start my album, bro. Cause I feel like you would be able to help me get out what I need to. Whenever I start, I do need you to be that guy, bro. Please. I'm asking now because I understand. I know you busy.
If time aligns when it's time to
that's
do
what
that,
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We figure something out. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the shit that you create, bro, is immaculate.
I appreciate you, bro, for real.
We're gonna talk more tomorrow though, for real. Like
that's why
we gonna get in. I'll pull up on you.
Okay.
Well, like you just tell me where you want to meet up at, and I pull up, and then we jump in the car. It'll be a camera here and a camera over on the dash, and we can chop it up just like we did tonight, bro. Like it's one of those. It ain't nothing that you got to think too much about. I ask general questions, and then we actually have a conversation similar to what we did tonight, bro.
Word.
And it's all about.
Just one of you pull up and park, or you drive around with.
I can pull up, park. I can drive around. Like it's where, like, for my boy. You have you heard of he went by I Soldier. Have you ever heard of him, the rapper?
Soldier. That sounds
He
familiar.
go by Joe now.
Alright, and don't hold it against me. I don't be knowing who.
I got you.
I don't even be knowing that people know who I am sometimes. They be like, oh, yeah, Mike. I'm like, how you know me?
No, I'm surprised that you sound like that, bro. I'm very.
Okay.
So with him, he asked me to pull up and park, and we had like an hour and a half conversation on his journey. For Trav Dave, I had 2 hours close to it. So
it's real natural vibe.
Yeah, it's real natural. And I don't require much, bro. Just be transparent with me, and it's about music, bro. It's the main reason why I started, like I said, is to create community and my passion for creatives in general. Because I'm one myself. Like I understand the pressures and the irritation in trying to make something that would transcend just my palette and cut through the line of diversity and stuff like that. Like it means something to me. Speaking to people and understanding, letting them have their own words to speak for them. So when somebody listens to you, pulls up your music, they understand your mindset through creating that verse, through why you set that line there or created that melody. Yeah. So it gives them a better understanding of who you are, and then that creates another fan or a person that will support you throughout that. I'm just a vessel to actually get that spotlight put on you. It's not a bright one, but it's a light that needs to be shined on you, bro, because I've been watching you for years, bro. I have been, and I was just like, I actually get the pleasure of actually speaking with you.
Man, that's dope. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know me, I'm an open book, bro. I talk about whatever. I'm transparent with whatever. I don't care. The only thing I don't do, I don't get into
gossip.
Yeah, I don't get into the gossip and
the bullshit of the
who's better than this or this. It's like, bro, y'all.
No, I'm not.
I'll give flowers up. I'll give and all that. But
I do need a top 5 though.
Shoot,
yeah.
I got you.
You keep that tomorrow. I do need a top 5.
I told you, I got it ready. I just had this conversation literally recently. You know what I'm saying? I got my top 5 ready and waiting. You know what I'm saying? That's. Said noon tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right.
If you do need to push it back, you can.
That's cool. I'll be up. I'm trying to think where would be best to do it at. Oh, you said you out that way. I'm out that way as well. So. Yeah.
Pedal to the floor, I was driving like a bat out of hell. Felt the devil on my coattail, telling me, boy, I'm coming for you. Just keep doing what you're doing. This place
just want to take a moment out and say thank you so much for tuning in to this week's In the Whip podcast with your boy William Ryan when we pull up on you. Thank you so much for taking your time out. Y'all have a good one. Know that you love, blessed, and highly favored. Y'all be good. Peace.